Hey everyone, it's Saitu again. Hey, listen, just wanted to carry on with the conversation around, what is the role of the rights-based approach in active citizenship and community engagement? Which is a bit of a mouthful, but I guess it's around, let's pick up on the previous discussion and explore around, how and seeing the engagement as a tool for promoting, human rights and active citizenship. So maybe that's a better way of, kind of doing this thinking. Anyway, so one thing that came to mind was, how do you use a tool like this to promote, human rights, and which is an active citizenship, which is what you're actually doing within your projects or with your work. So I guess because we one example I could give you is I've been working with a Muslim community, and there are certain needs, and one of the things that they pointed out was around wanting to learn how to swim, and because they enjoy the beaches here in New Zealand, however don't feel comfortable in the water because they don't know how to swim. Started talking about the kind of things that they would need to feel comfortable in terms of wanting to swim, so having swimming lessons and what that means for them. So we went into a negotiation with the local swimming pool, and they realized that, hey, they're capturing everyone in the community except for the Muslim community, and they're wanting to work with anyone, so they're not hitting their mark either. Went into negotiation around what really needs to happen, the needs especially for women and children, to feel comfortable, allowing them to feel comfortable by wearing their clothing gear and their clothing. Sorry, I'm just trying to think of the word. Full clothing in the water. So we talked about all of these things, and I was able to facilitate that discussion. Ended up that they were both happy, negotiated around time and privacy as well, so that they felt safe enough to, be able to feel comfortable in the water and have a really great experience around learning how to swim, and building that confidence to come into a swimming pool environment, which was really important for the Muslim women and their children. So they had their swimming workshops, had their swimming lessons, were able to negotiate time, had a wonderful time, and this was during the course of 6 weeks. They had swimming lessons, and we realized that, and especially for the local swimming pool, the manager realized that, wow, there are a whole heap of people who they could help to support and learn how to swim, so that when they go out to the beaches or any other swimming pool, they feel confident enough to perform well within water, and as well as wanting to decrease the number of drownings that happen because swimming is not one of their best skills or strengths. So one of the great outcomes was that they now have swimming lessons, and it is negotiated by them. The community now hold that relationship with the manager, and they constantly are thinking of new ways of engaging with people who, in particular within their community, who do not have any experience within or skills within the water. So that was great. So I guess having a really great engagement tool helped in that way. Throwing this back into promoting human rights, I'm just thinking about how useful a tool like this could really strengthen and engage people to come on board and have their say. And I use the example of a march that was done called Advance Pacifica. here in New Zealand. It was about Pacific Island people standing up and saying, listen, we do not stand for, we will not tolerate any more for lousy housing in this country. We want to make sure that, education, health, employment rates are up. And so I guess when you have a really great engagement tool for people to feel empowered to be a part of that movement or part of that process, and that the value of their knowledge, their presence contributes towards this and this and this, contributes towards better active citizenship, then I think that's a winner. But I also think that the more I guess the tangible your processes around engagement, community engagement are, the most likely that you'll start to gather more people around you, or more people around the cause, so that they start to carry the cause, that they start to activate different other little, or trigger different other types of people as well. So yeah, those are my thoughts around the discussion. So the next video will be around tools and theories. Look out for that. If you haven't left a posting, do so. I know that we're running behind schedule. Yeah, love to hear from you. Okay, talk soon.